Several factors influence whether or not people choose to purchase a Tesla when considering an electric vehicle. For some, it may be the fast performance. For others, it may be the advanced driver assistance system, also known as autopilot. Or, it may be the 300 plus and 400 plus mile range that their vehicles provide, which other automobile manufacturers are finding difficult to match. Now, there was one distinct advantage Tesla possessed that allowed a large number of people to feel confident in choosing it as their first electric vehicle, but that is no longer the case. Greetings and welcome to yet another video from Disruptive Age. If you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you could like, share, and comment. Initially, Tesla, as a company, represented a significant risk. Few startup companies in the automotive industry survive long enough to become profitable and successful in the face of established legacy automakers that have been in business for decades, or even centuries. But Tesla had a mission, and they believed in that mission so strongly that they did the unthinkable and built their electric vehicle company in the reverse order of the industry's conventional wisdom. You see, before Tesla began selling a significant number of cars, the company decided to invest heavily in their charging infrastructure first, and then worry about ramping up vehicle sales later. 9 years ago, after secretly constructing its highly anticipated Supercharger network, the company unveiled the first 6 Supercharger stations, which were located in California, Nevada, and Arizona, and they finally allowed Tesla's flagship premium sedan, the Model S, to travel longer distances. Taking it a step further, today, Tesla has more than 25,000 Supercharger stalls, making it the world's largest fast-charging network. They're positioned next to major highways and are close enough to one another that anyone driving a Tesla can travel pretty much anywhere in the country, simply by charging its superchargers along the way. The latest versions of Tesla Superchargers can charge at rates of up to 250 kilowatts and add up to 200 miles of range in as little as 15 minutes of charging for some Tesla vehicles. Elon Musk recently announced that Tesla will be upgrading superchargers to 300 kilowatts, which will have an even faster peak charging rate. If you have a Tesla vehicle, you can charge it at a Tesla supercharger. Because all the range in the world wouldn't matter if an electric car didn't have access to fast charging stations that would allow Tesla car owners to travel long distances without having to wait for the car to charge at each stop. A large number of people chose their Tesla because of this nationwide fast-charging network of superchargers. Anyone who has watched any of the Tesla road trip videos will know that, if you're taking an electric vehicle on a road trip, a Tesla provides the most convenient experience possible. You never have to wait in line for charging, because Tesla automatically tells you where to charge along the route, and it tells you the estimated time to charge at each stop, which is accurate, and the charging process is super seamless. You simply pull up to a charging station, plug in, and the car immediately starts charging. You do not have to swipe a credit card or press any buttons. It automatically bills to the credit card on file in my Tesla account, and you can usually walk to a nearby facility to grab a bite. A large fast-charging network may be the most important feature for an electric vehicle because charging is the #1 concern for potential EV buyers, and people want to know that they can travel anywhere without worrying about where to charge or how long it will take to charge. In an ideal world, fast EV chargers would be as ubiquitous as gas stations, but we're still a long way away from that. Thus far, Tesla has made the bold but wise decision to build out a massive supercharger network, but things are changing. For starters, the company is selling a lot of vehicles right now, and their main goal is to keep selling a large number of vehicles every quarter. As a result, the more Tesla vehicles sold, the more vehicles there are on the road, and the busier the superchargers become, increasing the risk of people having to wait in line to charge, which is not fun. This has been rumored for a while, but this is the first time Elon Musk has publicly confirmed that it will happen as soon as this year. Tesla's supercharger network will be opened up to other electric vehicles for the first time ever, according to Elon Musk, later this year. So, why would Tesla do something like this? While it's easy to lose sight of the fact that their mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, making their more than 25,000 superchargers accessible to all EVs, is one way they are accomplishing this. Another reason is likely to be financial. With the new United States electrification infrastructure deal, Tesla may be required to open its superchargers to all vehicles to be eligible for some government subsidies. Additionally, if Tesla decides to charge a higher rate for non-Tesla EVs to charge at superchargers, it may increase revenue and speed up the installation of future supercharger stations, resulting in more EV chargers being installed in less time, benefiting all drivers. However, the major question is how Tesla will address the issue of the charging adapter in the future. Tesla introduced their own proprietary charging connector for North America. When they first introduced their superchargers, because there was no other solution for fast charging other than Chademo, which was bulky in its first version and only supported 62.5 kilowatts, while Tesla quickly upgraded to support 120 kilowatts and higher now. Whereas, the rest of the world has pretty much decided on CCS as the standard EV charger type, according to Elon. As a result, we now have a fragmented charging problem for electric vehicles, which is similar to the Apple Lightning connector versus the USB-C connector. If you're interested in learning more about Apple, we've put together a video of CEO Elon Musk's reaction to the new Apple car, which you can watch right here. If you enjoy the video so far, you may want to subscribe to the channel to receive more videos like this. The Apple Lightning connector has its advantages, but for the sake of consumers as a whole, it would be most beneficial if we all used the same charging standard for our phones. The same principle applies to vehicles. For example, Tesla's charger type is fantastic, it's slim, it's simple, and it works for both low and high power charging. Therefore, the same connector is used at home, on a regular outlet, and at superchargers that deliver 250 kilowatts of power. So, will they do the same thing here in the United States? If Tesla decides to offer a CCS to Tesla adapter that non-Tesla owners can purchase if they want to use Tesla superchargers, and they can just keep the adapter in their car. That seems like a good compromise to unlock thousands of more chargers than previously, but if Tesla does that, then Tesla vehicles will be unable to charge at CCS chargers and vice versa. Tesla should also make available for Tesla owners an adapter that allows them to use all CCS DC fast chargers, such as those offered by the government's Electrify America program. Also, how will Tesla decide how much to charge non-Teslas for the electricity used by superchargers? This is a question for the company. Will it be the same price, or will it be more expensive? What method will they use to pay for the charging? Is it mandatory for them to use the Tesla application? The fact that not all electric vehicles are created equal in terms of charging rates should also be considered. For example, the Chevrolet Bolt can only charge at 55 kilowatts, which means that it would take significantly longer to charge than a Tesla Model 3, which can charge at up to 250 kilowatts. As much as I support widespread EV adoption, if I pull up to a fully loaded supercharger station and see a bunch of slower charging electric vehicles taking up all of the available spots, I'm not going to be too enthusiastic, and therein lies the problem. Non-Tesla owners who charge at superchargers may realize how much more convenient it would be to own a Tesla, which may result in a greater number of interested Tesla buyers in the long run. If you take a more positive view, in an ideal world, there would be one fast charging standard connector that all manufacturers would be willing to use, so that all electric vehicles could benefit from all public charging stations. Unfortunately, that is not the case in the United States at the moment, and as much as I prefer and like the Tesla connector for how well designed it is unlikely to overtake the current CCS standard anytime in the foreseeable future. Consequently, either we will have to accept a life of constantly transporting adapters in our cars, or Tesla will be forced to concede and begin implementing CCS charging in the United States. However, it appears that some Tesla superchargers will be changing their appearance soon. It will be interesting to see whether non-Tesla vehicles have an impact on congestion and wait times at Tesla superchargers, or whether this will result in more superchargers being built sooner than we anticipated. What are your thoughts on this news? Do you believe it will benefit everyone who uses superchargers, Or do you believe it will have a negative impact on the supercharger experience? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below.